Hello, I am going to talk about using the sum of angles formulas. This happens when you're trying to find the sine of or the cosine of an angle that's not on the unit circle. We know that finding the sine or cosine of a point that's on the unit circle, for cosine you use the x value at that point, and for sine you use the y value at that point. But what if you needed to find the sine or the cosine of an angle you didn't have on the unit circle? Sometimes we can get that by adding two together. For example, if we said, find the cosine of 70 degrees. Well, 70 degrees is not on the unit circle, so we can't find 70 degrees directly. But 70 is 30 plus 45, and both of those angles are on the unit circle. So we think of x as being 30 and y as being 45, and we can plug those into the cosine of x plus y equation. Anywhere you see an x, you put 30. Anywhere you see a y, you put 45. So for the cosine of 75 degrees, we would do cosine of 30 degrees times cosine of 45 degrees minus sine of 30 degrees times sine of 45 degrees. Cosine and sine of 45 degrees are both square root of 2 over 2. For the first one, the cosine of 30 degrees, that's the x value at 30 degrees, that's going to be square root of 3 over 2. So that first part is going to be square root of 3 over 2 times square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 3 times square root of 2 is the square root of 6 over 2 times 2, which is 4, minus, and then when we do the sine of 30 degrees, that's 1/2 times square root of 2 over 2. That would just be square root of 2 over 4. So we end up with square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2 over 4. Shove those together in the same fraction because they're both over 4, and you get square root of 6 minus square root of 2 all over 4. That's how we could do the cosine of 75 degrees. Some other common examples you might come up with is if they ask you to find something like the sine of 105 degrees. 105 is not on the unit circle, but it's 45 degrees plus 60 degrees. So that could be the x and y you plug into the sine of x plus y equation, which is the second equation, the bottom equation on this page. Another common thing you might have is something like 15 degrees. 15 degrees is not on the unit circle, but we can get 15 degrees with a subtraction. So if we did 45 degrees minus 30 degrees, we'd get 15 degrees. Well, this equation is for a plus, so we just need to make the y value negative. So for finding, for example, the cosine of 15 degrees, you would have x be 45 and y be negative 30. That way you would get a total of doing 45 plus negative 30 of 15, and you would just plug in 45 for x and negative 30 for y in those two spots. Thank you so much.